Our journey on the traditional and marvelous historic center of Bogota starts on the Jiménez Avenue. This specific avenue carries a lot of Bogota's history. This section of the city was considered once in the 30s a modern part of the city due to its design and modern infrastructure, but it started to lose popularity owing to the tremendous violence that surged with events like the Bogotazo. Then around the 90s, it became a matter of public interest to recover the historic center of Bogota. Amongst these projects, the Jiménez Avenue was made a priority, bringing it back to its popularity.
No sé si eso de acá.
Now we're having a look at the Journalist Park, previously called Independence Park, where journalists used to gather around the Simón Bolívar statue to write the news that were going to be published in that afternoon. Also, poets and men of letters made reunions in the same spot to share their stories and recent compositions. Nowadays, there are multiple cultural demonstrations as well as a lot of street businesses, and is currently a corridor for the students and young people that enjoy the cultural displays that are performed at night in this area. If you're looking for an exquisite place to eat, San Alejo is a great choice with a really picturesque and colorful decoration. It has an amazing environment and a great energy. Its menu consists in typical Colombian food if you're interested in getting a taste of the Colombian culture and gastronomy. The prices are very affordable and they vary from $10 to $20. If you're interested in visiting the restaurant, their attention hours are from Monday to Saturday from noon to 11 o'clock. Also, it is highly recommended in websites such as TripAdvisor with ratings of 4.5 out of 5. The hostel offers 12 rooms for non-smokers and for families, all at $65 per room, including breakfast and transportation from and to the airport. Also, the restaurant offers tasteful food, which is completely available for the hostel's guests. The hostel is really near of the historic center as well as all the important museums. In addition, the hostel has this tropical touch within their decoration. Bogotá's historic center is full of life. For example, when you're getting to the most touristic places like the Chorrequevedo, you can see multiple graffitis made in a very artistic form in order to highlight the rustic designs of the streets that lead to it. The Chorro was very famous because it was the first water source made in the area, which is called the Candelaria. Also, this spot is known by the tourists given that in this place you can drink chicha, which is a typical beverage made out of corn, and causes a lot of enjoyment between the foreigners. While walking through the Candelaria's streets is an experience you won't forget. I have never seen such mesmerizing structures like in this area of the city. You can see the wonderful rustic designs of the houses. Even you can see a replica of a trolley car passing along the streets with live experiences of how the life was at the time. Another choice for accommodation when staying in Bogota Historical Center is Masaya. This hostel has a lot of foreign flow and has certain accommodations which we're going to be explained ahead. Es que estamos acá preguntando pues para saber las acomodaciones
¿De hostales?
ajá, de un extranjero que venga por primera vez a Bogotá.
Ah, ok.
Entonces, ¿cuál sería acá como el precio que
Listo. Para extranjeros, pues aquí es un hostal de 18 habitaciones. Tenemos habitaciones compartidas y habitaciones privadas. Las habitaciones compartidas tenemos de 6 camas y de 4 camas. Tenemos como 6 habitaciones de 4 camas y 2 habitaciones de 6 camas.
¿Cuánto cuesta? Es compartida de 4, ¿cuánto cuesta?
La habitación compartida de 6 camas cuesta a la noche 38.000 pesos.
Sí.
Y la de 4 camas cuesta 42.000 pesos. Estas habitaciones no incluyen el desayuno. pero tienen wifi, tienen el baño compartido que tiene agua caliente y pueden utilizar las otras comodidades del hostal, como la cocina comunitaria y sentarse en los sofás, en las áreas comunes, en las hamacas y todo lo demás.
Y las habitaciones, ¿tienes habitaciones aquí no son compartidas?
Sí, tenemos habitaciones privadas. Esas van de 100.000 pesos a 150.000 pesos la noche. 100.000 pesos no tiene ni televisión ni baño privado. 120.000 pesos te tiene televisión con cable. Y 150.000 pesos te tiene baño privado y televisión con cable. Todas las habitaciones privadas incluyen el desayuno, el día por día. Y el desayuno se sirve de 7:30 a 11 de la mañana. No hay nada.
There are a lot of types of entertainment in Bogotá's historical center. Amongst them, there is the theater La Candelaria, which nowadays shows plays and performances resuming our culture and typical experiences as well as alternative theater. Of course, not everything that shines is gold. There are some parts of Bogotá Historical Center that you will have to walk on eggshells once you are in there, given that it may be really touristic, but it also may be very dangerous regarding the robbers and homeless people which can really make the area unsafe. In this specific part of the city, the streets are filled with life and color, and the sidewalks seem like if they were canvases and they were splashed with the brightest colors you could ever see. The colors explode into a sea of diversity that run through the streets and the walls. Paintings and graffiti flood your vision, and music fills the last piece of the puzzle. You can see multiple Gabo paintings on the streets to make some type of memory to him, given that he was an acknowledged writer worldwide. As well, you can see instruments made out of bamboo and other natural materials, filling the streets with music and life. As soon as we bought the tickets for the trolley car, we went for a walk before the ride started. We headed to the Plaza de Bolívar, which is an important landmark of the historic center. In here, we saw the always growing center of the city. We could observe the Catedral Primada being repaired, always keeping its classic touch, and we could see the other buildings that made up this historic landmark, like the Palace of Justice and the Museum of the 20th of July.